Let's go. Hello, everybody. There we go. Trainsy's talking. There we go. We have Trainsy. What's up, Trainsy? We've got a group in. Hey, hey, you. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, not so bad. Not so bad. Ready to launch myself into Iron Gods once again with our wonderful DM Askren. How's it going, Askren? Good.
Hi guys. I was muted, but I forgot which thing I muted.
Hi guys.
Welcome back to Iron Gods.
Iron Gods.
Rust.
Oh yeah. Okay, awesome. Yeah. Thanks for the Donald Trump wig, Rakam. I'll absolutely be purchasing that tonight for Halloween. So, yeah, what are we doing here today? We've got some of our usual players. We've got a new player today. Kira couldn't make it. She's dead. Exclamation point. Absent. So, what's up, Cowbears? Going, my man? So, Askren, why don't you tell us? What is going on today? What are we doing? Who are we playing? And what's the campaign and shit like that?
All right. Well, welcome back, everyone, to episode 2 of Iron Gods, the Lords of Rust. As we return, yes, there should be a dramatic note there. As we return to the town of Torch in the scarred desert land of Numeria. So, as you may recall, last week we introduced the land of Numeria and the place where our players find themselves. Numeria is a harsh desert wasteland ruled over by a dark and tyrannical king. It is, however, pockmarked here and there by metallic ruins, vast technological constructs that fell from the sky thousands of years ago in an event called the Reign of Stars. These things have mostly been passed into myth and forgotten, though they have been picked over for loot and scrap, to the point where Numeria itself has become a land rife with strange technology. It's not quite common, but it does influence the lives of everyone living here. This fantastical and unknown technology that fell from the sky. So the party, they all arrived in the town of Torch following a contract to help find a missing counselor in town, Connor Bain.
Oh yeah.
There was a bounty for 4,000 gold for anyone who could bring him back dead, an extra chunk of magical stuff thrown on if you could bring him back alive. Connor had apparently disappeared on his second expedition into a set of caverns under the town, caverns that had been discovered when the magical fire, the purple fire that burns atop the Black Hill, which forms the center of the town's economy, had gone out. So the party, they came into town, they took the bounty, and they went into the caverns looking for him. Inside, they found scraps of metal. They found a race of people humanoids living under there, the skulks, as they called themselves, and the party made a deal with the skulks for safe passage. However, that deal required them to clean out a nest of gremlins, of jinkin, that had populated the caverns. The party decided to do this, and as they went down, they found the jinkin gremlins, and they learned that apparently these things can teleport all over the place. And so as we bring it back, as we center back in on our characters as the camera pans in, we are still smack in the middle of combat, because there was a fight amongst these gremlins, and they had all just sort of started powering up this purple magic that they use to teleport around. Excuse me. And that is where we are going to jump back into things. Nice. So,
do you want to do some characters?
Let me just change my order around, because
do you want to?
This is all out of order.
Do you want to introduce characters again and stuff like that? Because we've got Raph here today as well.
While I'm getting my notes straight, do you guys? We'll start with Will. Do you want to go ahead and remind everyone who you are and why you are here?
I'm Will. I'm running counter up. Okay. Yeah, I'm playing Tenenbaum today, and Tenenbaum is a gnome bard who has an addiction to chain smoking and above all, cigars. He's a bit of a wheeler dealer, Del Boy type, and he's got a very kind of grey code of ethics. He also has a son. Now, quite importantly, last episode you guys decided via viewer decision that I would have a son, a long lost son, and his name I've forgotten.
No, you haven't, because it was your name.
Oh yeah, okay, Tenenbaum Jr. Or
No,
Bannon
it's
Ten. Ben, yeah, Ben and Town or something like that. And he's basically hero worshipping me. I left his mother 7 years ago. He's like 8 years old. I found him down here, and I think he's a bit of a douchebag, but he is just you know, Tenenbaum's trying to get by with his son at the moment and trying to get rid of him, and he's taking a lot of advice from No Bias, who's of course his kind of religious counsel on this one. So Trainsy, why don't you tell us about No Bias today? I don't think you muted me.
So No Bias, he is he's a worshipper of Yondala, halfling goddess of fertility and protection. So from that, he applies his zealotry in life, and is sure to preach the word in all instances that involve fertility and protection. If you know what I'm saying. But he's a tall dragonkin, very smoldery gray eyes, and he has a shiny metal breastplate that he acquired via his lawful good persuasion techniques.
Absolutely. Theft.
So he found it on the ground after somebody stole it. Yeah, guys, it's lawful good or right?
Right.
Give me your opinion. But yeah, he's basically searching the land to spread the word and find his place in the realm.
Yeah. Alright, cool. And we have a new player and character with us today. Raffian, how's it going, my man? Still muted.
Still muted. There we go.
go.
I knew it too. I was like,
How you doing, dude?
I am Rathian. If you don't know who I am, then go. Just kidding. I can't say that on this channel.
It's family friendly channel, guys.
It must be pretty bad if you can't say it on
If
this.
you can't say it here, it really must be awful.
For real. I am playing Haldrug Stonehelm, a dwarf fighter who's coming in. He believes himself to be a chosen paragon of the dwarves, a chosen guardian of his people, and he believes that his new counterparts here, his new adventuring party, are his way to the top, and so he's gonna utilize them the best he can to kind of step on top of them to climb his way up.
Nice. Cool.
Which says a lot for like a 4 foot tall man. So
True, yeah, true it is.
We'll just kind of see how he blossoms as we go through the adventure.
And we will hopefully find out exactly who he is and what how he fits in when the party finds him. However, you have not met yet. You guys are still in combat. Also, we don't have Akira, but she's playing some weirdo named Sapphire, who
some seductress, I believe.
Yes, like seducing shopkeepers.
Very seductive. Yes.
That's. I mean, it's whatever.
It is what it is. Also, before we dive into the action of combat, let's remind you guys of a few ways that you can interact with the show. So if you're new here, hit that follow button and join us. Thanks to all the folks who followed just a second ago as well. And when we hit 20 followers today, you guys get to decide something which happens next in our adventure. So you could decide that I have another long lost son, and that his name is Neb rather than Ben, or anything whatsoever. We all have long lost sons. You guys can throw some ideas in the chat into a straw poll, and the most popular decision will happen. Also, here is a tweet for you guys to retweet. When we hit 20 retweets, you guys get another viewer decision. And if you haven't checked out the Patreon, you can do so. And pledge for as little as $1 to get a bunch of cool rewards. And when we hit a couple more Patreon pledges then that will happen as well. Another viewer decision. So you can, of course, donate to affect the game, give players nat 1s, nat 20s, wild magic surges, and the like. Also, my son has a son. Yeah, good idea. Also, we're giving away a copy of the Player's Handbook. Only a few days left in that giveaway, so go ahead and check it out there. What else? Oh, also at 4 p.m. today in 3 hours time, we're playing a Halloween viewers game. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to kill a lot of people, and you guys in the chat are going to be kind of co-DMing with me and killing players along the way, so it should be a lot of fun. So, let us dive into the action, I suppose, Askren. So, why don't you remind us where on earth we are currently in the combat? I remember killing some gnomes or gremlins and the like.
Yeah, so let me just find the actual thing right here.
You two have a long lost son, the same son. Oh my god.
All right. So you guys are right here. All the way down at this map, which I will center you on here. This is you. This little green dot up here, right here. See this?
Wow, where did you get this battle map, dude?
I don't know. I just found it. So let me give you a refresher. You are in a cramped cave where junk is kind of covering pretty much every inch of the ground down here. Up here is a little bit of a slope. It's kind of like a cliff top area where you entered from, and all the gremlins were like charging at you up this hill of junk. You had been fighting them back. In fact, you had injured a couple, but there seemed to be, you could clearly tell there was one gremlin leader.
Yeah.
Kind of giving directions, a little bit bigger than the others. Also, at the far end over here, where you see this little door kind of thing drawn, the far wall is made of what appears to be a smooth, dark gray metal with a single circular door, tightly closed, that's just kind of sitting in the metal right above the layer of rubble and junk. So as we jump right into it, I don't know who that was.
That was the Prophet of Fear. Welcome, my friendly adventure. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Thank you for following. Or was it not? Was I wrong?
No, I have a note, and I don't know what that means.
A note about what?
Oh, I do know what that means now. Okay, no, I write my notes in shorthand, and I had completely forgotten what this initiative name means, but I remember it now. So,
good job.
So we're gonna jump into combat. I believe the leader gremlin had just gone. He had teleported up to the ledge. He had attacked No Bias, and then he had kind of raised his hand, kind of conjuring some sort of magic, and all the other gremlins began conjuring too. So that was his turn. We will move right over to Sapphire, who is looking a little bit confused and scared right now. She is going to. She will cast her Hunter's Mark on the leader and fire her crossbow at him.
Sapphire always of the carry.
Yes. Which will absolutely hit on a 26. The bolt piercing into him for 5 damage. And as he's casting, I have to make a thing.
Whenever Catherine's not here, her character just performs ridiculously well.
Yeah. No, so he like as he's casting his spell, or so it appears, the bolt hits him and he's kind of jarred for a second, almost losing the cast. You see the magic flicker in his hand, but he does manage to regain it and keep control. He does not lose concentration on that spell. So as we move on, Tenenbaum, it is your turn. Like I said, you've downed and injured a couple of the gremlins, but they still seem to be coming.
Well, I've got this beam laser sword thing. I remember picking up it's like a mace with like a electric energy to it.
Yeah, it was like a shock maul.
Yeah. And I'm gonna hit the nearest gremlin of this, basically. Can I get to the lead gremlin at this point?
You can, you can use your movement to kind of scramble up the pile of scrap up to him.
Yeah, come here, you! And I'm gonna hit him for an 11 versus his armor class.
That's not gonna do it. You're just like scrambling up this collapsing wall of like rusty metal and garbage and rubble, and it takes like all of your strength just to get up. And once you do, you kind of just make a weak swing, but it doesn't really reach him.
Where's my son at this point? Where is Ben?
He's still at the cavern entrance, just kind of like cheering you on.
He didn't see that. Shut up.
He's like, as you swing your maces and miss, he says, "That's my dad."
Oh, I hate my life. And I open myself to attack. Get him! Give me! Hit me!
All right. So some gremlins are gonna throw some attacks. Let me do this.
I'm so embarrassed by my son.
All right, so there are a couple. I think there are about 4 left. One of them is just going to throw a short sword attack at Tenenbaum. So this is
Come on, get me! Get me!
He goes to swing, and as he
Shit.
does, the rubble slips out from under his feet, and he just kind of tumbles back down the pile.
You're
of
even
rubble.
worse than me!
Oh yeah.
Are you the cursed swords? That
Yeah. Your shit.
The other one's just gonna make a swing at Sapphire, and 11 is not gonna do it. She's like knocks the sword out of the way with her crossbow. She's reloading it.
Sapphire's so fucking badass.
Yeah.
Swords going at her, she's like, fucking.
Only when she's not here. All right. So we will go back to and we go down to no bias at the end of the order.
Nice.
Right. I'm gonna go to pound with my warhammer. Nearest goblin.
You want the leader? He's the one that's still
Oh
close.
yeah.
Hit him. He's making me look good in front of my son.
Oh yeah. All right. I'm gonna just charge up.
I think Tenenbaum's worried that he's actually being made to look good because his case of
Oh, good old that one action. For better living.
Why does everyone make me look so good?
As you swing your warhammer, because this is the end of the order and his turn is coming next, you're bringing it over your head in an arc, and whatever he was doing magic wise appears to happen just so he like all of a sudden just disappears with a magic sound and a flash of purple light, and your hammer just slams into the stone. And like the impact just rattles up your arm, and it feels really like your teeth clatter. Doesn't feel good. But the gremlin, he's you vanish, and you're like looking around for him now. You don't see him. So that is him on the top of the order. He is also you. You guys hear a call from the far end of the room, and as he does. Like as you kind of look over, you see him just sort of standing on a little like a ledge, a couple like probably like 15 feet above you, and as he shouts something in whatever it is, whatever language the gremlins speak, all of them start themselves. They were kind of the ones that were channeling spells, just start vanishing and teleporting away.
Are we like out of combat, or are they just?
They're vanishing. I'll let all 3 of you make you all except no bias because he was the only one he was close to vanish first. So Tenenbaum and Sapphire can both make attacks to try and like nail one before they get away, but there's too many for you all to be able to hit them all.
So 28.
20
20.
will absolutely hit one. Yeah.
Speaking of the D8, so it's a D6 or a D8 for the shock maul.
I
feel like it was a D6 before.
Hold on. It's I believe it's a light mace.
Yeah.
So let me check. Mace is a D6. Yeah.
Cool.
D6 plus your strength mod.
3.
Okay.
And I think it stuns him. He has to roll a save or something.
Yeah. He's gonna roll a Constitution save.
Constitutional save.
He does not make it.
Nice.
So you crack this thrumming mallet against the side of the gremlin's head right as he's about to teleport away, and it glows blue, and there's just a crack of electricity, and he's just like sent tumbling to the ground. He's not dead. 3 damage isn't enough to kill him, but he's just like stunned and twitching.
I bet that made me look really good. Shit.
And then she is going to take a swing with her short sword, which is going to miss. So, as that happens, all the rest of the gremlins just vanish. Only leaving the one that you hit behind.
Okay. I'm gonna be like,
he's like stunned.
No bias. Grab him. Look! Do something that looks good.
Oh. All right. And chase after him to try and grapple.
There's only one left. It's the one that he just hit that's like stunned by the shock ball. So you don't have to like chase after him. He's just like twitching on the ground.
He's gonna. Oh, he's twitching on the ground. Damn it.
Yeah.
I'll I'll tie him up. Hands behind the back so he can't cast, or I don't know. Is that how that works?
Probably. Sure.
How does magic work?
As you shove a thing in his mouth as well, so he can't like
make gremlin
recite.
noise.
Yeah, recite. Spells. Because
Nice.
you can't go woo, 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 and then disappear, right?
Totally.
All right. So as you're rolling, go ahead and roll me a perception check, please.
No bias. You're so strong and brave. If only I were good. I say, looking over at Ben, very obviously.
No bias.
Are you trying to pawn your child?
Literally.
Such a good father.
as you say this, Ben says, "Yeah, but my dad's so good he doesn't have to wear armor."
So
I
happy.
hate my life.
No bias. As you're kind of binding this little gremlin's hands behind its back, you notice there appears to be something like it's wearing like a sackcloth kind of shirt, like like rags. There appears to be something metal like wedged into its back, right between its shoulder blades.
Can I do like an arcane check or something? Or
Yeah, you're welcome to. If you want to see if it's
Arcana?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me an Arcana.
17.
You okay? So
That's a
as
lovely
you're examining this, it right away. I mean, you don't know. You know very little about magic that involves metal. This thing appears to be like there's like a blinking light on it, and it appears to be like shoved in, and kind of the skin is kind of scarred over it. But there is a thrum of kind of purple energy in the center of this thing, and you do detect some kind of magic on it. It's not like you've never seen this before. It's like a weird metallic device that seems to be like causing a magical effect.
Interesting.
What do you believe this is? I kind of flip the goblin around and show him
Some kind of I don't know, some kind of item. Some magic stuff, probably.
Should we remove it?
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, he was doing all that crazy shit with teleporting around and stuff, so maybe that can let us do that. Maybe.
Well, do you have a knife handy? I can't warhammer this out.
Yeah, here you go. I hand him like a little knife to jimmy it out with.
So I'm gonna perform this minor surgery and then lay on hands the goblin to kind of make sure it lives.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, with a lot of screaming into the muffle that you put into its mouth, you're able to kind of tear this thing out, and it looks like this thing was as you kind of cut and pull this. It's kind of shaped like a gem. It's like wide at the top and thin at the bottom, and there are like two long prongs coming out the bottom, like needles that were. It's like they were shoved directly into this thing's spine.
Shit. That's horrible. Ben, don't look. In fact, Ben, come over here.
But as you kind of heal over the wounds, you're holding this object. Yeah.
I will take the gag out and question the goblin. What is this trickery?
The goblin is like wheezing. It's healed, but it is still exhausted after you like screaming its lungs out as you rip this metal thing out of its back. And it just looks and it's just like, it's Aspa.
What?
Amras Asba.
Is that one of your gods, isn't it? Like gondola, yondola, something like that.
No, not mine.
Oh. Well, what Gremlin, what does it do? Or what, you know? What does it do?
This thing doesn't appear to understand what you're saying. It probably doesn't speak common.
Can you speak to it? What does it do? Can you speak its language?
I like speak to it in Dragonkin.
No, it does not speak Dragonkin.
That was my best attempt.
Ah.
But all creatures speak Yondola.
Not true, really, is it? No, not at all true. But I mean, what we're gonna do with it? I mean, I suggest that Ben should probably end its life.
That would be unkind. It carries its own life. For all we know, it was compelled by this purple triangular gem to attack us.
Okay. And I'm gonna take the gem and like point it at him, like point out the gem, and I'm like looking around.
Shrug.
I play charades. I'm like, where?
What do you have a skill that might help you in this?
I guess like
You're a bard. Do you have performance?
Yeah, I got performance. Yeah.
I will let you perform to see if you can
Okay.
convey information to things.
2 words.
And thank you to Terence Bello and Cronus Writer for following. Welcome to the adventure, my friends. You're both gentlemen and scholars. Alright, so I'll roll a performance check, which is actually pretty good for me. It is a 25. Fuck yeah.
Shit. So as you are here, let me recenter you on the map. As you are doing this weird, it's not so much charades as it is interpretive dance.
Yeah, oh yeah, very much so. It's an art form. Most gnomes know it.
First of all, the first thing is like no bias. You're watching this, and this is like to the like he's not just conveying like a question. He somehow manages to capture the human condition in his in his dance. Like it is thrilling theater.
1 tier.
And the as the gremlin is just like looking up like eyes wide as it's watching. Once you're done, you just kind of like you do your little like jazz hands thing at the end. And so what question are you trying to convey?
Where does the gem come from?
I'm gonna pat Tenenbaum's son on the back. Like, that's your father.
Every success just builds on it. Okay, so the gremlin will kind of like look around and point to the pile of junk and rubble that you guys are standing on, and then he'll also point to the metal wall.
Ah, interesting. So I say, I think he's trying to say the metal wall is where it comes from. Can we? Is there a way through that wall?
There is like a port, sort of like a submarine door. Like it's a big kind of rounded door with like a kind of a bar type opening thing.
Sure. Yeah. In that case, I'm gonna I think it's this door over here. I'm gonna head towards it.
Okay. Yeah, you can walk over to it.
Yeah. Can I? Is it easily opened?
You get your hands on the bar that you have to sort of turn to disengage this huge, heavy sort of bolt door. And as you turn it, there's a little bit of give, but then you kind of feel the handle kind of bumping into something. It seems like there's something jammed against it on the other side that's preventing you from like pushing it open.
Something's stopping me. No bias, you got more strength in your arms than me. Is there anything you can say? Try and give it a heave?
I could attempt. I'll attempt to push. If it doesn't waver, then I'll try and hit it with my hammer.
Yeah, you can go ahead and give me a strength check to see how hard you can hit it with your hammer.
15.
Hey.
Yeah, you managed to get a solid hit, like right on the bar. You just hear, boom, like clangs against something. There's something heavy or solid jammed into it.
Huh.
Maybe this thing is a key. Try and wave the gem
Try
through the door,
jam
insert it to like a.
There doesn't appear to be any kind of reaction.
Huh. Gremlin, come over here. And I'm gonna grab the gremlin and try and just grab it and pull it over, basically. And then I point at the wall like, in. I want in.
The gremlin just kind of just looks very confused, and it just kind of like reaches up to grab the metal thing that you're holding.
Okay.
Do you want to?
Yeah, I'll let him have it.
Okay, it's gonna take it. It's gonna kind of look away, wincing a little bit, and just jam the thing right into its chest.
Is it alive?
It's still got the gag in, right?
Yeah.
Then it will scream in pain into this thing, kind of almost dropping to the floor. But when it does, you see the purple glow in the center of this thing just start to thrum to life again. And then as it and it's gone.
Shit. Is that good? I feel like that's not good.
Let me heal him again.
He's
gone.
gone.
No, he's gone. He teleported away.
He's gone.
I'm still trying to heal the air that was.
Oh yeah.
Let me heal him.
Why didn't I make that? I get that distinction.
I'm gonna. Okay, so why don't we just go back to those skulks and try and get through, seeing as now we've done the job, kind of, right?
Oh, well, there's nothing left in here.
Nah, I don't think we can find a way through here. We're gonna need some kind of key. So let's head back to them skulk fuckers and see if we can get our way through.
All right. So you guys make your way back through the caverns, the now empty caverns, to the skulk den, where you meet back with Seth, who is the current leader of the small and pretty damaged tribe of skulks. Seth is just kind of sitting outside on like a rock outside her hut, waiting for you, sharpening one of her knives. She says, "You do your job."
Yes, rather excellently, if I do say so myself.
We did clear the room.
Good. You have safe, free passage through our caverns.
Thanks. In that case, we'll be on our way, Skulk Mistress.
She kind of stands up. She says, "You are following other humans who come through here, yeah?"
Right, that's right. That's yeah.
Give me 1 second.
Is that a problem?
She says, "No, but Safe knows what happened, where they go." And she says,
Right.
"Oh, first, you take this." And she kind of pulls out a bag and extends it to Tenenbaum. She says, "Safe promise reward. You get reward."
I'm gonna kind of look at her and be like, okay. Yeah. What's your name again, love?
Safe.
Seth, yeah. You're alright, Seth, you are.
Safe do not like land dwellers.
I've noticed that, Seth.
Word. She kind of hands you the bag and she says, "I do not know what these are, but human lady give them to Seth for passage."
Oh. Okay. Well, thanks.
She asked us provide her with these cards if we find them in our scavenge.
Alright. Well, thank you very much, Seth. We'll be sure to pass on the message if we see them.
She says, she nods, she says, "Good. You head that way through the door."
Alright. We head that way through the door and thank Famtime for following. Welcome, Clivenge, my friend. You're a gentleman and a scholar. And I'm gonna head through the caves. We're like, let's go. Let's
so
fucking go.
as you make your way down through the actual Skulk Village area, right over here, you see there is another wall of metal here. Let me find it exactly. Yeah, so there's a smooth kind of dark gray metal wall bisects the cavern here, almost exactly like the one that you encountered in the other room. However, this one's expanse is kind of pitted and scorched, but very solid looking. You can see there's a strange circular opening that pierces the wall. It's about 5 feet off the ground, and you can sort of just make out on the other side what appears to be a dark passageway.
Okay. Dark passageway. Seems about right, doesn't it?
Well, Yondola provides a light wherever I need.
In that case, let's do the light. Where's Yondler's light? Let's see it.
I just start walking blindly into the passage.
I'm just like, the light. Any? Okay. Maybe it's onwards, and I'm gonna follow him for it. I'm gonna light a cigar, start smoking it, just to start, get a bit of light going, at least.
All right, you got it. So, as you make your way through the passageway over here, I'm just gonna do some drawing here to get the what you see.
Yeah, along the way, I'm just gonna be like teaching Ben like really bad lessons, like really bad dad lessons. Like, you never turn the other cheek, always slap him back, alright? And smoking, despite all scientific beliefs, is actually quite good for you. So here, take this. And I'm gonna hand him a cigarette and like make him start smoking.
Alright.
There you go, son. There you go.
Okay. So, B1. Okay. So as you kind of you climb up the wall and in through this darkened passageway, you step into a chamber where the walls, the floor, and the ceiling of this kind of slightly curved hallway are made of more smooth, dark gray metal. Like no stone here. The whole thing is metal. There are panels of lighter material that are kind of running along the ceiling about 8 feet above you. As you look to the north, you see, both the north and the south, it looks like this is a tunnel that continues in both directions, but there's heavy, like, collapsed rubble completely blocking these off. But there is an open doorway to the east across the room from you. And inside the hallway, you can just barely make out what looks like flickering firelight.
Fire! Oh, is yonder's light? Look.
I told you.
Yeah. And thank you to Crimson Phoenix, takes £5 and says, due to poor life choices and bad parenting, Ben rolls a D10K.
Oh boy. Okay. So as you,
damn it, Brian.
As Ben is behind you, and he's just like holding. Have you lit this cigar for him?
Oh yeah.
All right, so he's just like, like he's just trying to like figure out how this cigar operates. And he steps in. Let's go ahead and do a D10. Actually, you know what? I'll let Will roll.
Sure, yeah, that seems only fitting punishment for my bad parenting skills. Really.
I will check for you.
It is 1928. Fairly low for Ben.
28. All right. Oh, come on. This is amazing. So as you're stepping into the room, Ben is kind of tugging at your shirt, and he says, Dad, there's something I need to tell you.
You're not gay, are you?
Something else.
Well, that as well. Okay, fine. What is it?
The reason that I was down here and the reason that I needed to find you and why I need a hero is because it's your mother.
My mother? What?
She Grandma, she was abducted by a strange cult.
What the hell are you talking about, kid? Grandma was abducted by a strange cult, therefore you came down here to
look for you.
To find. Why would you think I would be down here?
Well, no, I didn't come down here. I came looking for you, and then I ended up down here.
Right. Okay. So what tell me about this cult? Well, where is she? Is she alright?
I don't know. They live out in the desert, and I think I don't really know. I just know they're bad.
Tuscan Raiders. I'm gonna be like, okay, so they live out in the desert. Okay, well, when was she taken?
He says, a week ago.
Well, she's probably been dead by now. But old Granny was a tough Baum, Lieutenant Baum family. So yeah, I think she'll be all right probably. Yeah, don't worry about it, son. If we end up in the area, you know, we might see her.
I feel like I need to point out 129 or 928 is Castor's closest blood relative has been abducted by a vile cult.
Very good. So
Do you have any other estranged relatives that I haven't quite been acquainted yet?
Far too many, my friend. Far too many.
Grandma had like 14 children. It's just the quest to find Tenenbaum's family.
Put my family together again.
As you guys emerge into this hallway, it's more you're in like a pretty featureless hallway. I mean, there's more metal paneling. There's some shattered glass and rubble and stuff all over the place. However, tucked in the corner, kind of amidst some rubble and some some debris. You see what looks like a small burning fire, and sitting behind it appears to be a heavily armored dwarf.
You can never trust a dwarf, son. I gotta start heading towards it. Ho there, traveler. Dwarf, big beard, you. Yeah.
This is my character coming in.
Big bearded fuck.
That's the dwarf.
Okay, just want to make sure. I was like, am I supposed to talk to? I just don't want to take over one of your NPCs here. Oi, who goes there?
Shit. Tenenbaum, and this is no bias, and this is disappointment. I mean, Ben. Ben's his name, yeah.
I'm Haldrug.
Haldrug, alright.
Yeah.
What are you doing down here, Haldrug?
Great dwarf.
You're a great, well, I don't think that's really for you to decide, really, is it? Listen, Haldrug. Have you seen this guy, Connor Baines? He's a councilman. We're down here looking for him.
What?
We're looking for a guy called a councilman. Well, listen, mate. What the fuck are you doing down here? Or is this just where you? Is this just where you live?
No, I was unless the DM has some backstory here. I was
I sent it.
a woman that was captured by a cult, and I came to find her next of kin, and I just ended up down here.
What the hell is wrong with all you people? Why is everyone out to find me? Just because my fucking mum's gone? Listen, all right. Well, listen, mate. We'll get to my mum later. Okay, well, promise we'll get to that later. But first of all, can we deal with this fucking Connor guy? Because he's got all the money that we're going to want. Okay, so, let's see here. Tenenbaum, the bias, Ben, Haldrug. We're down here looking for this fella. Tell you what, if you help us out, we'll give you a cut of the profits. Because there's some bounty on his head if we bring him back dead or alive.
Yes. I agree. Yes. Great dwarf. I help.
Right. So just to be clear, you have just been sitting here waiting for someone like me to appear.
Yes. someone matching your description. Yes.
Well, that is the gods must be
you
alive.
have a mother?
I do have a mother, yes. Apparently she has been captured by a cult because everyone in the fucking world is looking for her.
Oh, good. Then I found the right person.
I look over at Tenenbaum and I like mutter my breath, Yondola, and then like nod, kind of like surely.
Yondola, am I right? Am I right or am I right?
Bring us all together. Fertility, you were once conceived, my friend.
Let's not think about that too much, shall we?
Your grandmother and your grandfather.
Yeah.
Actually, let me save that for little Tenenbaum when he is of age. Story.
Have the birds and the bees talk with you.
Let's not talk about that ever at all. And I'm like, okay, let's fuck off. We're thinking he went this way. Yeah, we're thinking this Connor guy went this way. So you're a dwarf. You can see down here. Why don't you lead the way?
Have I seen Mr. Connor come by me?
Well, I thought that I had sent that to you, but that's fine. Apparently, we have left that. So in that case, no.
I'm sorry. I got it.
It's fine.
I didn't get
we'll make it work. It is all good.
Yeah, my bad.
In that case, no. You have not seen Connor.
Okay. Have I seen anyone else?
I mean.
No, you've literally been sitting in the dark waiting for me.
No,
here.
You'll be here any minute now.
There's not really a lot of people that come down here. It's kind of like you're sort of sitting in it, like in a metal box. There is illumination from these kind of flickering ceiling panels that kind of give off this bright white illumination that fills the room. I assume maybe you've explored around a little bit, rather than just sort of camping in one place. In which case you would probably know that the room, like there's a closed door in the hallway that you're in, and I assume you'd know that in the room beyond, there's like a whole bunch of trashed electronics and some bones and stuff.
Nice. Thanks for the fan time for the host. Appreciate it, buddy.
Okay, Game
I'm gonna assume that this content they're looking for might be one of these bone piles in here. He might have already died. So I'm gonna lead them towards the door.
Alright. Lead the way, fella. Lead the way.
Aye.
Okay. So as you kind of haul this this door open, this one opens similar to the other ones. Actually, no, this one doesn't. This one you have to sort of pry like a sliding door, but being that there's no power to it, it doesn't actually you actually have to force it open. But once you do, you're kind of looking into a room where sort of the north wall of this otherwise empty room is a tangle of what looks like it might once have been these kind of strange metal cages, and kind of tangled amidst the metal ribs of these cages are old dusty kind of rotted bones that don't at first glance they look humanish, but with weird, there's kind of weird shapes and angles to them. There's the rest of the room is just kind of full of smaller piles of rubble, as well as damaged and destroyed banks of strange glass-like things on the walls, like panels of glass and stuff.
Okay.
So what does this Connor fella look like?
Well, I think he's kind of generic human looking, kind of, how they all look the same.
It's true.
Yeah, probably a bit of a beard, bit of brown hair, so I don't know. Probably wearing some adventuring gear, because he seemed like a bit of an exploring type,
I see. So, do you think he's any one of these fellas here?
Could be.
Are you guys going up to the bones to look at him?
Yeah, let's have a look.
Okay. As you make your way over, it's pretty instantly visible to you that these are not human bones at all. You see two distinct skeletons that are lying apart from each other. The heads are kind of strangely elongated, and the features don't look human. Their ribs are very strangely shaped, and also they have 4 arms.
Yeah, I don't. Probably not him. Probably not, seeing as he's got 2 arms like a normal human, as far as I'm aware.
Only 2.
Yeah, I know. Weird, right?
Weird. You never know nowadays.
Right. No king shaming.
It's a different world.
We're gonna be like, is there any other ways out of here that they might have gone down?
Should I roll something to see if I know that, or do I just know that?
What are you trying to figure out?
If I know of any other passages, any other potential ways that he could have gone, he could be.
1 second. So there is another door that's another kind of sliding door at the far end of the room that is closed. You could go force that one open if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll go give my hand at that.
Okay. Yeah. Using your sort of dwarf strength, you pull this door open, and you're looking at another small room. 2 strange machines are kind of sitting to the north and south. And let me move your green token over to show you where you are. To the back. There we go. There are 2 strange machines that are sitting to the north and south against the walls here. The faces of these machines appear to be similarly designed coils of metal tubes with several nozzle-like protrusions pointing into the room itself.
I'm guessing this isn't Connor.
There is another door at the far end. However, this door is large and heavy looking.
Okay. Probably not Connor, but might have come this way. You never know. Is there a way through that weird door thing there?
I want to full-on sprint and like throw my body against the door and try and shove it open.
Just fucking go for it.
You kind of barrel into this door, and it just kind of like you bang into it, and there's like a boom sound, and then you like it doesn't really budge, and then you just kind of look down, and there's like a locking lever.
Yes. I'm
Like, it's right next to you.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
All right. As you pull the lever, there's a sound as the door begins to grind open, and what you're kind of like the view kind of shifts on you in a very, very confusing way. Rather than looking into another metal cavern, you're looking at like you're looking at a strange vista. It looks like a desert valley is kind of stretching out in front of you, possibly similar to the deserts that surround the town of Torch. But you're looking at like a desert valley under a black starless night sky, a stretch of sand covering the ground. The vista itself here is kind of broken by strange bits of like spiky looking shells or kind of weird contorted plants that look like they might be dead. And I mean this cavern, it stretches out kind of pretty big, too big to actually show on this map.
Yeah.
Proper scale.
Bloody hell. That is.
I want to go back and grab Nobius by the hand and kind of pull him along and make sure he stays up with the group. Hey, come along, you.
Yeah,
We're
alright.
just walking hand in hand.
Yeah, grab his hand.
I'm like a little child, just like pulling his parents behind him.
Yeah. All right. Let me do this. So this is the cavern here.
Okay.
We'll do that on the outside and this for the ground. And it's just going to kind of.
Well, maybe this is where my mum was taken. There's a desert, right? So maybe it was down here.
That would explain why I was in here.
That would be an interesting explanation as to why the hell you've been down here all this time.
I thought there was a reason.
I knew there was something to do with this. Oh boy. Okay. So this like yellow area is what we're looking at.
Yeah. This is like that kind of desert valley that you're sort of stepping into.
Okay. I guess we just fucking go for it.
You guys kind of notice there are actually, like, as you're stepping out, there are actually footsteps in the dirt, like, in front of you.
Ha.
Like, it looks like someone's at least one kind of group of people has walked this way before.
Looks like 5-hole 9's come this way. Welcome, 5-hole adventure. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, gonna be like, people that come this way, this could be where Connor's gone. Let's follow the path.
There is actually a sort of a little bit of a winding path that you can just barely make out. Let me trying to find a good color to do it in. We'll just do it this way. And it kind of
Let's do it.
Kind of goes like this around here and off, and it kind of leads off into the distance.
Okay, let's just fucking follow this path because this is like the hardest trail that we've had thus far that anyone's been down here. So yeah. Well, we're gonna find Connor and maybe we'll find my mum along the way. So win-win, right? Great. Ben, you hurry up, mate. Stop being so fucking slow.
Me?
No, Ben. The son.
Ben. I'll go back and grab him by the hand.
So as you guys make your way into this strange kind of night valley, Is there anything you want to do? Do you want to kind of observe your surroundings in any way? Or
I want to pray.
Okay, just praying.
Just pray a bit.
I want to draw some like genitals in the sand.
Genitals?
Like a phallus.
Like, are we talking like detailed or like
Oh
hieroglyphic?
no, just like it. Like if I was making crop circles, but you know how somebody draws in dirt. and then like sit down on my knees, put my hands on both of the genitals and like, Yondola, may you guide over me and imbue me with a level of fertility that I could simply stare at someone and transfer your warmth.
Are you like covering Ben's eyes?
No, I'm like just watching in horrified fascination.
Yeah, I'm sitting next to him. We're all just staring at him.
Imbue me with your protection, so my eyes that do happen to impregnate these people can keep them safe and put them in front of the wharf of Yondola.
I've just looked at Will's face.
And he just like, after a while, he just like shrugs, and then he's like, "Let's carry on."
Is this bloke praying to a giant penis?
Let's not ask questions we don't want the answers to, Haldrug.
Oi.
All right, see, you start trudging on into this sort of desert, this desert valley.
Dear Lord.
I'm just checking.
I'll be scanning just the surroundings, keeping an eye out, kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, you notice that the valley itself is kind of ringed by these sort of upraised ledges, like cliff that look over the sands. It's like as you're kind of looking, you notice they seem to almost continue in an unbroken line, like across the entire horizon.
Interesting.
Okay. Yeah. I guess like how we do for like rations and stuff as well. Are we all good in terms of like food and supplies? Because this is a desert. We're gonna be like.
You've only been down here about a day.
Yeah.
I assume you probably pack enough dry rations with you to last a couple days at least.
Okay.
It's just fertilizer.
Fertilized. How he likes his eggs. Yeah. So do you say there's like a path just going straight ahead, basically? Or
Yeah,
there's
there is like you can. Well, actually, you know what? Roll me a perception check to follow. It's survival is skill in 5th edition. I don't remember.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, absolutely.
Then roll me a survival.
It's wisdom based, so 18.
All right. Yeah, you were able to kind of start tracking, and once you found the pathway, like the steps of previous people here, you can tell that there's definitely been traffic here. The strangest part about it is that you don't. The last time anyone was hurt, like any expedition was heard of going down here, was long enough ago that you'd expect these tracks to have like blown away.
Yeah.
But they seem to be pretty much perfectly preserved in the dust, and you can lead the group by them just off into the center of this valley.
This way, lads, into the center of the valley. It seems like the tracks are leading us this way.
I want to kind of hike up my gut and continue on.
Hike up my gut.
Hike up my gut.
Can
It's a daily struggle.
Roll me a perception check?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Can we do it?
Yes, we can. 11.
Right.
Not 20 from Red.
Yeah, so Tenenbaum and No Bias are kind of Tenenbaum, I'm assuming you're kind of busy trying to keep sight of these tracks.
Absolutely, yeah. And to impart bad wisdom upon my son whenever I can.
Yeah, and no bias. I don't know. He's just thinking about genitals,
Probably.
like just imagining them in his head, which leaves Haldrug to be the observant one. And you notice there's like a point, like a sharp kind of peak, like a cliff that rises almost in the center of this valley.
Do these peaks look like double D's? Welcome, my friend, to the adventure. You are a gentleman and a scholar. Thank you for following us, my friend.
And the peak doesn't, but that's certainly what. No
These
bias
rounded mountains.
So no, but you see along this peak, and also on kind of the edges of the cliffs, there are these sort of strange shambling shapes that are just kind of, you can just kind of see the light glinting off them. Well, not the light because it's actually dark in here, but you just kind of see their shapes framed against the blackness that is the sky.
I'll immediately get the attention of the party and just kind of point towards them, kind of alerting them to it so that way they can see it as well.
Huh.
Yeah, you haven't gotten, like, they're a decent ways off, but you can see at least 5 or 6 of them, and they all, like, they're all roughly humanoid in their motions, but they're too far away for you to kind of see any details about maybe if it was lighter out, if there was light here. But even though your dark vision is kind of helping you considerably to spot these things, but you've got enough, you spotted them far enough in advance that you could, in theory, kind of take a circuitous route to avoid them.
Are they, so they're like ahead of us on the trail that we're going on, correct?
They're more like, some of them are like up on the cliffs, some of them are like off in the distance.
Oh, okay, so they're like separated. Okay, I didn't know if they were all together, like,
Yeah,
in front of
there's,
us.
like,
Like they were the
pockets.
party that we were following.
No, they're like pockets of these things just shambling around. In the distance.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, that's a lot.
What the hell are those things?
Not good. That's a lot not good. Oh.
That's not good. If Connor came this way, seems like they might have run into him along the way. So the trail's still strong though, like the footprints and stuff.
Yeah, you haven't lost it.
So we looks like they made it through further than us so far. So let's what do you reckon? Try and sneak by him somehow?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna sneak.
That's reason with.
I was gonna say maybe questioning them to see if they have seen.
They might have seen him, but do we reckon they're friendly? I mean, they're kind of hulking, shambling around a bit.
Just hanging out in the desert. I mean, I was hanging around down there, so.
Maybe they're more dwarves.
Yeah, it could just be dwarves that are looking for your mother.
Dwarves are just like the equivalent of like people who hang around on benefits and just hang around in the desert, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Collecting that overtime.
All right. Well, if you're sure, then
Seems to be a thing that my people do every once in a while. So.
I mean, yeah.
My people?
What do you mean, my people?
You all know each other, right? Yeah, it's gonna be like, okay, let's give it a try. Speak in one of them, see if they've seen any of them. In fact, no, let's not talk to them. If they approach us, we'll talk to them. But other than that, let's just head on the path, follow the footprints, yeah? Because we know where they've gone, we think. If we lose the tracks, we can talk to them. Or if they try and talk to us.
I'm done with that.
Yeah.
Once again, hike up that gut and carry on.
Hike it
I
all
kinda,
up.
like when I walk, I just kind of like carry my gut in my hands.
So you guys are trying to avoid them, or are you not trying to avoid them?
We're not trying to avoid them, but if they stop and speak with us, then we'll speak with them, kind of thing.
Okay, so you're continuing on your on the road, the path, and again, I can't really draw it here because this cavern is way too big to draw. But you're like, the path is originally taking you sort of towards the center of the cavern, or the center of this valley, where this big kind of mountainous rock rises up, and then it kind of diverts off to the southeast around this thing, and it seems to be kind of leading you in a southeastern path. And as you're going there, you guys are passing by this tall cliff, and all of a sudden you hear kind of a rattling sound, and you guys look up and you see this thing is shadowed. It's actually standing above you on the cliff, and it kind of like raises one arm and then raises another arm, and then two more arms just kind of come out like from
Shit, it's those dead things from before.
You, Haldrug can see, because of your dark vision, you can see this thing is completely skeletal. Like you can actually see right through it. And as it's kind of raising off and letting out a rasping, like, you hear the sound of crumbling dirt as 3 more of these things begin kind of pulling themselves up from the dirt around you guys. And with that, we are going to roll some initiative.
And we also have a viewer decision. Thank you guys for the retweets. So, if you guys are new and don't know what a viewer decision is, underneath this line here in the chat, throw some ideas as to what could happen next in our adventure. It really could be anything. It could be like Coyote Lewis follows. Welcome to the adventure, my friend. You're a gentleman and a scholar. It really could be anything, and we'll get into a straw poll. Most popular decision will happen. We'll have another viewer decision at 30 retweets, and when we hit 8 more followers. So get following and tweeting if you haven't already.
So let's just, while we go, let's have everyone roll some initiative, and while we do, I will frame the scene for you guys. So these guys are walking through a pitch black valley under a starless sky, a desert valley filled with strange plants and rocks and things they have never seen before. They are surrounded by these 4-armed skeletons, and they are hunting what appears to be parties of people that have tracked this way before. Possibly something could happen to them in the valleys, something could happen to them during combat, something could be behind the next door they open. That is all for you to decide. So throw those ideas in the viewer decision while we will roll some initiative here. Let me find my stat block.
Hey, Astro Pub, what's up, buddy?
And all right, so this is for me. 1d20.
And thank you to AG Cryogen for following. Welcome to the adventure, my friend. Nailed that name. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, AGC Cry. Hey, that's my dude. What's up, homie? Sorry.
Hey, that's me.
All right, so
hi, Mom.
So these guys got a 12.
I wanted counter, Mom.
Trainzy got an 18. Will got a 22. And what did Haldrug get?
He definitely rolled and didn't roll correctly. That's
Haldrug's just rolling on the floor. Hey, is this right, guys? Am I rolling initiative? Yeah.
Rolling really fast.
Just keep rolling. Thank you to Astro Pub for following. Welcome to the adventure, my friend. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Appreciate that, my man.
All right, and a nat 20 from him. So let's sort these out. It looks like we've got these in order here. So that means Tenenbaum, you are going to go first.
Oh boy.
As these things are coming out of the ground around you. That's not what I wanted.
Shit.
Who was I putting first? Tenenbaum's first. So what are you doing?
First off, I'm gonna Bardic Inspiration Haldrug for his rolling around on the floor. And
how do you inspire him?
I'm gonna be like, "That's great rolling, Haldrug. That's really good rolling, buddy." And then
like rolling towards them.
yeah, rolling on the floor towards them. And then I'm also going to fire one of my crossbow bolts at the one of the skeletal dudes going towards us.
Okay, go ahead and roll that.
Alright, so my roll is going to be a 21.
That will absolutely hit.
Oh yeah, 21, fuck yeah. So I'm going to roll my damage now. And my damage be 1d8 plus 3, 7 damage.
All right. So as you kind of cock your crossbow bolt and fire, the bolt will hit this skeletal creature. However, being that there is really no flesh to kind of find purchase on or damage, the bolt does hit it, but it does not. It just kind of like glances off one of the ribs and something. It doesn't seem to do all that much to it.
I'm gonna shout out something like "Yonder is fire!" at Nobias. and I point towards the creature as I my bolt is just flung off it basically.
All right. So let me just put a note here. 1, 2.
Yeah, we're in a desert setting at the moment, Rakam.
So he got 3. Okay. So that means Haldrug, it is your turn.
Okay.
You got this, buddy.
In my rolling attempt towards them, have I gotten close to any of them?
Yeah, sure. You can kind of fireman, like stop, drop, and roll towards
He's
one.
always got the fireman as rabbit. We had fireman hips last time we played.
They still talk about that all over my channel.
So you can stop, drop, and roll towards one if you wanted.
Yes, excellent. I was rolling towards one. I want to pop up and attack if I can get within melee range.
Yeah, sure. There's one close enough.
Nice. And thank you to the final fighter for following. Welcome to the event, my friend, your gentleman, and a scholar. Thank you for joining us.
All right.
21.
A 21 will definitely hit as your hand axe comes colliding with the rib cage of this thing. However, much like the bolt, you do kind of smash through one of the ribs, but the creature seems undaunted as the blade doesn't seem to be like there's really nothing for it to cut into.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So that is just gonna be that. No, we need to. Okay. Got it. Anything else you want to do, or is that it?
Do I have any other actions? Am I able to do anything else?
Swift action, if you have any.
Can I just throw myself at it and like knock it over?
Probably not this turn.
Alright, we'll wait. I'm gonna prepare myself to lunge my body forthward into skeletons.
Okay. So that means we will come to no bias.
I will raise my hammer into the air and just begin to charge at it.
Okay. Just warhammer above your head as you charge right for one of these skeletons.
Yondala, and then I will, if I can get in range, I'd like to strike down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yondala. Yondala's blessing upon your skull.
And we've got that. While he's doing that, we've got that poll in chat. So go ahead and vote.
Let's get it going, guys.
Let us know what you want to happen. I have not read the suggestions, but I look forward to it.
I just saw some of them.
There are some good ones. There's some dangerous ones at that.
Go ahead and Transy, roll me an attack.
That phase.
He has no idea what he's doing.
I'm
No,
playing
it's these new sheets, man. Like,
yeah, man. Yeah,
they're not new. It's just like I'll try and roll initiative, and I'm like,
yeah.
and then it's an error or something.
I was using a different one because I was trying to use an API script that I never actually got around to setting up. So
Wow. I'm an old man. Cater to my needs.
a 15 will just hit.
Tracy's fallen and can't get back up again. Quick!
Help me!
Alright, so
I'm gonna channel Divine Smite as well.
Alright, go ahead and roll some extra. It's what, 2 extra damage?
Two d8s. So I'll be like winking at the sky for Yondala, and I'll just crash down. And roll really poorly on both his d8s. 4 extra damage, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, as you kind of bring your hammer down, there is it just begins to glow with a kind of holy light, and as you bring it down right on the kind of collarbone area of this skeleton, it smashes easily through its ribs, and the skeleton is just smashed to the ground in a clattering pile of bones.
Cut to 40 years time where we're actually really old and all playing D&D together still. Like...
Well, you're still a conniving fuck.
I remember when you played Daylon back in 2016.
It was all downhill from it must suck to peak in your 20s. In your
Wow!
Wow!
I mean,
Wow! The mad fucking shots.
that was a compliment. It means he's not going to play anyone better than Daylon.
Wow!
Hey man, if you're a paladin, you're not annoying people. You're not doing it.
All right, so so he has smashed one of these skeletons to pieces. The remaining one is that has so on their turn. There's 3 of them. So one of them is going to swing at. Oh, they get
Yo.
1d20 plus 1, and yeah. All right, no. So yeah, no, I'll just have to do this. 2d20.
What the
Okay.
fuck is up with that emote, dude? Why are you a potato?
This is 2 claw attacks at
Let me
no bias.
Let me go subscribe. I can't believe I haven't done this already.
No bias. You are going to take a 17 against you.
That must be a hit, right? Against no bias. Trinsy?
Stun bias?
Stun bias. No.
What?
What are you doing?
Are you okay, man?
Yeah.
You said a 17 versus your armor class.
He's over there
Oh
working.
yeah.
It's getting really
15.
old. Jesus.
Oh,
For
Lord.
the first one, I thought he was talking to somebody else, and then the second one, I was like, "How's the stun bias? Like what? Oh no, I'm just."
You're going to take 4 damage from one of the...
All
I'm
right.
trying to use my
I will-
Pikachu. I don't know what's going on.
I'll take all this stun bias damage. That's good.
Alright. This is the one that
Speaking of peeking.
that Haldrug Haldrug a 19 against you.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna hit me. I'm sure. I don't even know what mine is, but I'm pretty sure.
Three
Yeah,
damage.
it's 18.
3 damage to you, and lastly we've got 2 attacks, which are, unless you have a 13 AC 10 bomb, they're gonna miss.
Yeah, they miss.
All right.
Where's Will in all this? Can we just like propel
Where's
him forward?
Propel me.
Sorry, not Will. Ben. Sorry, not Will.
I'm like, I'm not in the game, Raphael. I'm playing a character.
I want to grab Will and throw him.
Just
roll.
why can't we throw Will into every fight?
Right?
Take him.
That was
Oh,
actually
Lord.
a funny story. Like a month ago, I was like pushed into a fight with like this really hench big guys at a club, and I really got I just ran away. It was like a mosh pit. Like I wasn't involved in the fight, but you know when like people get really like drunk and excited, people just like push people into fights and stuff. I was like, so sorry, gentlemen. I'm so sorry.
Pardon me. Pardon me.
He's just like, sorry,
Please.
sorry.
Go ahead with the fight. Please do commence. My bad.
All right. So as they're gonna go. That is their turn. We'll go back to the top of the order. Tenenbaum. What
All
do you
right.
want
Well,
to do?
my piercing crossbow bolt didn't do too well, so I'm going to dive into the fight with my power maul, and going to just run away. It wasn't my fight, guys. It wasn't my fight, you know. I don't even know what they were fighting about. I was just like, hello. A 9 versus an armor class of the dude.
Yeah,
Does
that's
Tannenbaum have something to do with Christmas?
Maybe. The Royal
Isn't there
Tenenbaums.
Oh,
Tannenbaum. Yeah, isn't that a song?
There's a lot of things. Tenenbaum.
Royal
That's what I do.
Tenenbaums.
a 9 is absolutely not gonna hit.
Yep. All right. That's my turn.
All right. Next up is Haldrug.
Okay, I want to lunge myself into them, just tackling this thing and squeezing it with my.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and roll me a strength check to tackle this thing.
16.
Yeah, you barrel into this thing, grabbing around its kind of rib cage, and you kind of tackle it to the ground. Once it's there, what do you want to do?
I just want to like hammer fist this thing, just Donkey Kong all over its face.
I'll let you do. You're just kind of doing like 1d4 plus your strength points of unarmed damage.
Okay, I'm done with that.
What's up,
Roll.
Celestian? How's it going, buddy?
Strength bonus. 7.
All right. That was the one that you did there, I think. Yes,
I agree.
So as you're kind of pummeling this thing, you're smashing into its kind of elongated skull, and the bones are surprisingly dry and brittle, like they've been out in the desert for a while, and so eventually under your kind of plated gauntlets, the skull begins to just crumble under your fists.
And thank you to Sir Noble. Go ahead.
No, you. No, by all means.
I don't want to interrupt, but thanks to Sir Noble for following. You're a gentleman and a scholar. See, I'm just too polite for my own good.
Oh, no,
Channel, take control of it, Will.
This is your channel.
Please don't.
While I'm smashing this dude's face, I just want to be screaming out, "Why the long face?" That's my turn.
Nailed it.
And no bias.
Right. I will smash. I opt to smash. For 18.
Yes, an 18 will hit.
Yondala.
Yondala.
11. I just like Yondala because it reminds me of the word fondle.
It just makes me think of gondola.
It's just a great word.
That's all I think.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a little closer. But there was this, when we used to play Gauntlet Dark Legacies, there was this guy who's...
Oh, yeah. Great game.
And he was like a reaper, but he like trapped you in place and sucked the life out of you. we called him Count Fondola. So.
I call those blowjobs.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I
I'd love to
apologize.
see how you play Gauntlet.
Oh, that's so good.
Sorry.
So, what? How do you want to smash this thing to pieces?
Let
Let me check on this thing.
Well, I don't two-handed because then I would lose my bonus. So I kind of rear it from like the bottom, like set below my thigh, and I essentially like side cross it in the face with the flat of my hammer.
All right, as you bring it across, you smash the skull right off this thing's neck, and the body falls to the ground, following it. That one is destroyed, and finally, we've got the last one that is still fighting Tenenbaum. So neither of its its claws are going to hit. So Tenenbaum, what do you want to do? How do you want to destroy this last skeleton?
Tickle it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do it in the most I don't want Ben. I'm like, Ben, don't look away, because I don't want him to see me do a cool thing, and I'm just gonna I'm gonna do like a 360 like hammer swing, full like ARPG like spin to win kind of move, and just
Pro Sniper Dorito.
Exactly, yeah, to to take down this guy. So I just roll an attack roll.
Yeah.
10. Nailed it.
I will say you're inspiring yourself there.
Okay, cool. In that case,
I want to be singing the
17.
hype music.
Nice.
Ba ba da ba.
And thank you to Jim for following. Welcome to Avenge My Friend, you're a gentleman and a scholar. Thank you for following.
All right.
Okay.
So, as you smash this thing with your shock maul, its head just explodes into pieces, and there's a little X mark, it's a little like cross thing, and
Yeah, hit marker, yeah.
200 points. And then the head just explodes into shrapnel.
Nice.
And you guys, as it peppers the desert, you guys are left there, just kind of in the darkened, non-windy plains, with these very, very strange four-armed skeletons just littering the ground around you.
Nice. By the way, I don't know if you wanted to bring in the
I got it.
the viewer decision.
I got it. Don't worry about it.
No
It's
worries.
handled.
All right, cool. So I say, all right, good job, guys. Haldrug, that was a pretty cool movie you did there.
Oh yeah, I had no idea what I did.
Yeah,
It was
you'd
an
make
accident.
you'd make a good dad.
What?
No, I am shopping around.
Bad segue.
How you bring up adoption. So I'm gonna be like, well, we're not too injured, any of us, are we? Everyone good?
No.
All right,
No.
good. In that case, let's plow on through.
I'll plow whatever. Yeah, let's do it.
All right, that's a good man. I'll plow whatever. It's good dad right there.
I believe that's a verse in Yondala's holy text.
Yeah,
I
think
believe it
so.
is. Yeah.
And Lao shall ploweth.
Whatever it.
Whatever if.
All right. So as you guys are continuing to follow the trail from these strange sort of alien-like skeletons, the trail continues up to a stone cliff wall, and it seems to run alongside this wall, like kind of skirts the bottom of this cliff until you come around, and inside you actually see a small, like a stone cave, and the tracks seem to lead into there.
Well, Yondler's like guide us, and dwarfs first, so he like lights a cigar. Got a bit of light here, so Haldrug.
I smile warmly at Tenenbaum. I'm just kind of nod.
Yeah, you give me a look like Yondler. Am I right?
As you're making your way in, there seems to be a crisp glow of light that is shining from the northern wall of this cavern, although you don't see any immediate obvious source. However, as you step in, there's like you're stepping into this cavern. It's brightly lit, and your eyes have to adjust to it from the dark. I'm gonna roll because I have one. Hold on, I have 1, 2, 3, 5.
Yeah, about to go full hentai. I got tentacles, boys. Look out.
Oh.
That's gonna always goes full hentai.
Oh, that is weird. I didn't plan for that, but I added. It's weird. I added something to the roll, but I didn't expect it to happen. Okay, that's cool. So as this light kind of flashes in your eyes, you see there's kind of a again this cavern just sort of ends at a stone wall. However, there is this weird light that is filling the cavern.
Does it seem magical to me?
Do you want to detect?
Yeah,
magic?
I'd like to. Actually, can I even do detect magic? Let me check my spell list. I don't detect magic. Because I just roll like an Arcana check?
Yeah, I'll let you roll an Arcana.
Okay. It's not great, but it's alright. A 12.
All right, as you're stepping forward and you're kind of, blinking around this bright light, you kind of realize like there's just a faint haze to the rocks at the far end of the wall, and as you go to touch them, your hand just passes right through.
Huh. It's like not here. Look. There it is. Now it's not. There it is. Now it's not. Hey, Ben. Stick your hand in this.
He looks at you and says, okay. He puts his hand through.
There you go.
What a good kid.
What a trusting child.
He's just looking at you with a big smile on his face. His hand is like through this invisible wall.
He's just looking up at me like...
Yeah.
I'm like, let's go through the wall. You first, Ben.
Right, you push him through.
Yeah.
And he vanishes to the through the stone wall, and he's like, "There's another door here."
Anything about to kill you?
No, it's just a door.
Are you sure? Alright, well, okay, shame. Okay. he's gonna head through.
You hoping it was acid or something?
Yeah. Oh, just like a portal.
All right, GG guys, we're good here.
More of a burden on the party the more you mutilate him. Just saying.
So yeah, I'm just gonna head on through after my son.
All right. There appears to be there appears to be another sort of heavy metal door with a locking bar that you could easily sort of open.
Yeah, open it up.
As you all pass through what is apparently some sort of hologram or illusion of this stone wall, you see the door on the other side. You push it open, and you are standing in another metal room. This one brightly lit by glowing panels in the ceiling above you, and to the left and right are all manner of complex machines that are kind of consisting of like spiral tubes and nozzles that they're like twitching and humming. I mean, all of the technological looking stuff that you've seen so far has been either broken or depowered. However, this room appears to be still have power running through it, as all the machines are still running.
Well, if they came through here, they must have figured a way with these machines, right? Does anyone know anything about machines? I mean, I'm a bit of an entrepreneur myself. I've got a few ideas when it comes to these things. So, yeah, we take a look at these machines here, see what they do.
You ask people and they just go for it.
Yeah.
Any of you guys? Yeah, I got this.
Okay, cool, great. Well, you see as I've been nominated as party leader.
Thanks for asking, guys. I do got this.
Great job, guys. I'm gonna inspect the machines to see what they do.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Nice. What's up, Feral Player? How's it going, buddy? The machine is pregnant. Oh god, the tentacles are pregnant. It is a nat 1.
You go and you're like, guys, we're gonna inspect this thing. And you put your hand down on this thing, and it's like, you get electrical shocked.
Ow!
By the malfunctioning machine. You are going to take,
4 pregnancy damage.
You're gonna take 9 electricity damage.
Fuck.
Learning is occurring. At least we know not to do that.
I knew I should have got Ben to try it.
He says, Dad, you're so good at finding things. They're broken.
I want to look over and kind of smack Ben on the side of the head.
We all just slap Ben at the same time. Shut up. Yeah, okay, I've got to be like, okay, that didn't work too well. Let's see what else we got around here. So someone else take a look at it. My head is fucking hurting.
You kind of, as you're getting around, you hear like a crackling of a voice that is kind of coming through the room. It sounds like it's coming through some sort of
puberty.
No, different.
Hi guys.
Oh.
It sounds like it's a robotic voice, and it's coming over the intercom. It says, "I don't know who you are or why you have come, but I am going to spare your lives."
Wouldn't it be lives?
Pretty sure it's lives, mate. Missed the autocorrect on that one, didn't you? Well,
I do not speak your language, but
actually, you
I
do.
am using this ship communicator to translate.
Well, that's a mighty fine excuse. Now, tell us, fella, who are you? What kind of thing are you? You got a weird fucking voice.
We must talk face to face.
And thanks so much to Sway for the 3 months. He says, happy 3rd anniversary. I appreciate it, my friend. Very happy anniversary indeed. Let's raise some drinks. I salute you, sir. Thanks, Sway. Hope you're doing well, buddy. That new GIF is my favorite thing as well.
Yeah. So as the voice says, "Come into my chamber and I will tell you everything."
Ben, volunteers? Wanna go in the chamber, Ben?
I want to turn to the machine and be like, "Now look here, machine. We've come for the dragons. Now just give them to us, and we'll be on our way.
You're talking to a machine. The voice is coming out of like a speaker in the ceiling.
Yeah.
It says,
True.
"I do not know what you mean. I only know that I have been locked in a cycle of undeath for thousands of years."
No, you're probably just married, mate.
Rip. I'll turn back to the group and be like, well, it was worth a try. We almost got some dragons.
In that case, let's go into this fucking chamber and let's be ready in case this thing's something weird that wants to hurt us.
Okay. I'll snuggle my gut and kind of walk in there.
All
I like to imagine he's got like a tire that he's carrying with him. Every time
Pretty
he,
much.
Like, every time he has the tire, he like fastens the tire up. like latches his belt together.
Yes.
So you guys as these kind of lights begin lighting up a corridor, sort of leading you in a direction. You kind of pass through another room. You pass through a hallway where kind of the air seems to buzz and hum with energy as there's kind of strips of glowing rectangles that are lighting the room from above. Strange kind of flickering windows lining the east and west walls. As there's kind of a large glass-topped circular table sitting in the middle of the room, as well as some metal desks that are kind of covered with blinking lights and stuff. There's other sort of things in the room. However, the lights on the ceiling continue to sort of lead you down past these things as you pass into a large opening at the far end. And as you step into this room, like the lights just chung 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 chung, they go on and they start lighting up this large deck. As there seems to be a metal table that's surrounded by, like a circular table that's surrounded by odd-looking chairs in this room. Off to the west, you can see what appears to be a transparent-looking wall. That as you kind of look through the glass of this wall, you're looking out into the valley that you guys just passed through. You can see there are 4 pillars here supporting the 15-foot-high ceiling above you, while dozens of crude images of a pickaxe that is made of like a skull and bones have been painted all over the walls here. They with some weird whitish pigment, along with what look like some kind of strange letters in a language you've never seen. Sitting at the far end of the room, there is creature which you instantly recognize based on the shape of its like head and its limbs. It must have been it must be the same species of whatever the skeletons that you saw was. However, this thing is fully intact. It has flesh over its body. It's wearing like a cloth draped around its shoulders, and it's just kind of sitting in a chair. And you notice it has a big, just bulging stomach.
I thought you were gonna say.
It's a dwarf, Haldrug. It might be one of your kind. You know, with a belly out and stuff. Hey, excuse me there, fella. How's it going? Tannenbaum at your service.
The creature is kind of leaning back and reaches over, grabs something metallic off the table and holds it to its mouth, and it says, where do you come from? What are you?
Well, I'm a gnome, just Tannenbaum, no bias, and Haldrug, he's a dwarf. We're from, well, it doesn't really matter where we're from. We're looking for a guy called Connor. Might come this way, he's a councilman. Do you smoke? Do you want a light? You know, I offer him a cigar.
Are you walking all the way across the room to him?
Yeah.
He doesn't take it. He doesn't actually appear to have a mouth that you can see.
I'm gonna
You're like shoving the butt end.
I shove it in somewhere that will stay, basically, and then I light it for him. Yeah.
Pocket or arm.
And then I just kind of light a tinder and start.
He kind of brings the thing up to his face again. He says, "My name is Hetuath. I have been here for thousands of years."
All right, well, Hetuath. Is that your name, Hetuath?
Close enough.
L2F. All right. Well, what's your agenda here? Have you seen a guy called Connor and his men come by recently?
Wait, did you just ask him what gender he is?
He says I thought that too. No,
What gender are you?
What's your robot agenda?
Are you single? And by the way, have you seen that guy come?
He says, I know of the one you speak.
All right.
Normally, I would kill you, and we would fight much like I fought with your friend. I die over and over, and yet I return.
So you fought with Connor, did you?
Yes,
And he beat you.
he had numbers of creatures with him. I perished, but I can never die.
Well, you sound like you're a bit fucking depressed, mate. You should take that smoke.
Are you sure that it was a male Connor? May have been a Sarah Connor.
I do not know about your species. What I do know is that I may be dead, cursed to undeath for all eternity. But recently, I have become with child.
Whoa, fucking hell, mate.
Wait,
You're a bloke, right? Are you
who
some
had sex with it?
Are you some kind of seahorse robot? What's going on here?
Seahorse robot.
He says,
Yondala has blessed you with this.
he says, I
Sunny
am
down south,
dead. I am undead, but my child is the last of my species.
Bruh,
You must take it with you. Ensure that our species does not die off.
Definitely talking to Tenenbaum.
Yeah, he's like, maybe. I mean, I've already got one kid, and that's one too many, really. So, I mean, what do we get in return for taking your kid with you? With us, rather.
He says, he will be able to access technology far beyond your means.
Okay, that sounds alright. Yeah, that sounds kind of interesting, right, guys? Because we might run into some bits and bobs. Okay. What's he like, though? Is he a dick?
Are you sure they're very good with
has
technology?
been
All
born
their
yet.
machines are broken.
Sorry, I was answering Will.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just interrupting people over here.
No, it's fine.
What did I say? Are you sure they're any good with technology? Because I ran into a few of your machines and they didn't speak. They didn't move. They didn't even work.
The machines are not ours. We were prisoners on this ship.
Oh, I stand corrected.
Fair enough. So, where is this kid? Can we meet him?
He has not been born yet.
I was like, isn't he inside?
On his stomach.
I like knock.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, that is
Yeah, no,
gross.
you little shit.
When's your due date, mate?
He says, today.
Whoa, wait.
I'm
Do you
not gonna-
expect us to help, like,
I'm not
birth this
involved.
thing?
Mm-mm.
He says, you must cut the child out
Nope.
of me.
No, absolutely not.
I turn around and start, like, straight up just marching away.
That's a note from me. Sorry, fella. That
What
is
about
just-
what about you? No bias.
I mean, Ben might do it, but
this alien is pregnant.
I will carry you. Or if you need be, I can deliver your gift to the world.
He kind of reaches one of his forearms out and kind of grasps your shoulder. He says, "Thank you. Save my child from this curse of death."
Sorry, chat. Robot Bagubas. I will. I'll look for the genitals. Scope it out. You know.
You better roll for that.
Yeah,
That's a challenge.
investigation.
Sometimes I will let you make a medicine check to see if you can identify.
Are the lights on? Are the lights off?
Yeah, there's lights on in this chamber.
Oh, there's lights on. Okay. Well, I mean, sometimes it can still be a difficulty. So.
All right, go ahead and roll me a medicine check anyway, because.
Oh shit.
Shit.
Can we just carry that roll?
Can I help him look? Is that something that?
Right.
No, I'm curious.
So you are able to find the alien's tentacle, as it were.
Oh my god.
Wait, is this a male pregnant?
Wait, I thought it was a robot. It's got a
No,
tentacle.
it's not a robot.
Undead robot tentacle beam.
Hold on. I have to backtrack. How did you get from there are skeletons and this is the same thing to it's a robot?
It's a robot alien with a tentacle and it's pregnant.
You know, there's broken Nokias and Game Boys everywhere. I'm really confused. I got a warhammer.
All right.
So you were able to find the alien's gentricle, I guess. You don't exactly know how it works because as you look, it matches no anatomy that you are familiar with, but you're almost positive it's a.
That's the typical response when you find a genital.
It's protruding though.
No, the baby
Hands
is
up,
still in
don't
the
shoot.
stomach. You're probably gonna.
But is it like a donger? Or?
Oh yeah, it's a tentacle.
Then
It's
how are you
tentacle.
Tug on it.
gonna drop the baby? Where's it? I mean, it's not a mammal.
You're gonna have to perform an alien C-section.
It appears that the only way to get your baby out would be to cut you open.
He
I'll
says,
quickly unsheath one of my hand axes and hand it to him.
He says, "I do not fear death. I have died many times before." And he'll kind of grab No Bias and sort of pull you closer a little bit. He says, "Just remember, once I perish, I will regenerate. I will not remember any of you."
That face.
And why would you care about your offspring?
He must live.
Oh,
My species does not die off.
but you go. Oh, never mind. I take the knife that I still have from Tenenbaum for cutting people open. Apparently,
Yeah.
and I start performing the C-section.
All right.
What have I just walked in
I'm
on?
gonna step back. So I don't get
We're having an
sprayed.
alien birth right now.
Like Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah. So as he are you like chanting prayers to Yondola to like help it be a successful birth?
Yes.
Penis.
Gondola.
Penis.
With the right technique to eschew this birth into life. Allow your power and thoughts of fertility to empower my hands, steadfast and true. And then I just start slicing.
All right. And as you're cutting into this tough, leathery alien flesh,
Ooh.
he's gonna like gripping the chair in pain. It takes a while. You guys who are standing around are witness to some kind of horrific like alien mutilation as he's just cutting this section of stomach away, and as you hear this weird like sound as he pulls the four-armed alien baby out of this creature's stomach and is holding it, and it's like dripping with fluids and weird white blood from inside it. What do you do once you have this creature in your hand?
So is this sitcom like three guys and two like a baby? You know, are we just gonna get more children and then an apartment?
I don't know.
They're like, Tenenbaum, you forgot to do the dishes.
This is slowly becoming Dungeons and Dads.
Dungeon Dads.
Well, I took a step behind No Bias, and once all this kind of goes down, I just want to like projectile vomit all over him, the newborn baby, and the alien tied up there.
Seems
just
reasonable.
not being able to
Yeah.
hold it down, just spew all over.
All right, so you just kind of like exorcist style, just like
Exactly.
spraying everywhere. And
Everything, just it's dripping from the ceiling.
Every day I
as,
spray.
as
Every day I
you're
spray.
holding this, there are 3 cords that are coming off of it, that like 3 umbilical cords.
AGC. Thank you to Cedar Lion for following. Welcome to the bench, my friend. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Thank you for joining us, sir. Dear Lord.
All right, so how do you
Yeah.
finish this delivery? No bias.
I look to parent. How might I feed this child and raise it properly?
He's just kind of like lying
Breastfeeding.
and he kind of like slowly pulls the translator to his face. He says, "I eat flesh." And then he dies.
Fluid?
I think he said flesh.
I think he said flank, like a good steak.
Like a steak, yeah. That's flesh
Yeah,
as well.
I
isn't
heard
it?
fluid, and these robots and aliens apparently do not know common vernacular.
No. Well, they keep coming over here stealing our jobs, don't they? Like,
With their 4 tentacle hands being
Yeah.
more efficient than
much more efficient than ours. Jesus.
Cost effective, bro.
All right.
Well,
So you have basically, you are now holding this kind of like wheezing like but animated alien baby. It's still kind of dripping in your hands, but it seems to be alive.
Dripping with what?
Like white goo that kind
I-
of
Not to mention all
off.
projectile vomit.
I rip off some of my tunic,
that is
like
gross.
that would like go, like that protrudes from the bottom of my breastplate, like around, and then I'll kind of like buff it or just.
It's not a bowling ball.
Oh, you know, just pat it down, get all the stuff.
What's he
Oh,
called?
it's shiny dome.
You didn't ask his name.
It's Connor.
You should tie a bandana on it.
Connor. That's gonna get
Connor.
confusing when we actually meet Connor.
Wait.
Yondola does not see difference.
What about Tobias? Because he's small like a toe.
What about Lenenbaum, the great dictator of yore?
No, Lenenbaum. Lenenbaum is a name that I do not wish to be associated with and his beliefs, okay?
I have the perfect name. Askren. Your name shall be Askren.
Alright, that's good. Well, yeah, alright, yeah, do that.
I don't know. It seems kind of nerdy to me, but
One of us had to do it.
dude, my name's Rathian. Like, come on. Like, I got nothing.
My name's Encounter Roleplay, yeah.
I play D&D.
I'm trained. Welcome aboard the train. Yeah.
Wait, that sounds kind of badass. Is this supposed to be?
Nah.
Okay.
All right. So you've got this alien baby in your hands. I mean, the now dead and kind of like carved open Hedgewath lying in his chair. And
What color is it?
what, the baby?
Yeah.
Racist? What's the matter?
I want to know if it's fucking great, like bright green or something.
I want to know what to call him.
It's kind of like a coppery, it's kind of like a coppery color.
All right, Tyro.
Like brown with some blue sheen to it.
Okay. All right. Just interesting. All right. Cool. Let's fuck off this way then. Where Connor went. Let's get out of here before this thing wakes up and tries to kill us.
Before you're going, you notice in the like sitting on one of the chairs as you're leaving appears to be a small kind of card. It's like a metallic card with a black strip on it, like a black kind of band.
I'll walk over and pick it up, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. It's like a thin piece of metal, probably about the size of like a large playing card or something.
Okay.
Could be a key or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll walk over and hand it to Tenenbaum.
All right.
I got this for you.
Thanks.
Get out of my way.
All right.
Had to bring something back from the adventure, right? You could give it to your kid. It's like hey, I got you a shirt.
Nah. I like put it in my top pocket. Maybe if I
I don't want it, but I definitely don't want him to have it.
I definitely do not want my son to have it. It's a credit card, yeah. Ah, it's contactless. Great. I'm gonna carry on along the path then, before this fucking alien dude wakes up again.
So we literally have like baby predator with us, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you have a 4-armed alien baby with you.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And
4 arms.
Yeah. 4 arms.
It's gonna get called 4 arms in school.
Copper alien. Wow.
So much.
All right. So you guys are making your way down the single sort of access hallway that is leading away from
Come on, Askren.
this large observation deck. And as you kind of come to the end of the hallway, it kind of leads slightly upwards. You actually kind of have to go around a sort of an upwards ramp that loops back on itself. But eventually you're come up on a set of double doors with no they look like they slide outwards, but they don't have any visible kind of way that you can force them open. However, there appears to be a small like metal pad on one of the walls with a slot in it.
And thank you to Target Shooter for following. Welcome to the event, my friend. You're a gentleman and a scholar. I'm gonna get a card and I'm gonna try and put it in somehow, because I've got no idea how this thing really works. So I just kind of
As you push the card into the slot,
I need a pin.
You see a green light kind of turn flash, and you hear a ching, and the doors just zzz, and they start sliding open.
Fucking hell! Some kind of magic key.
No.
Ah.
as the doors
You just suddenly start.
Delayed reaction. The door opens, and then as soon as it's done,
as the doors kind of slowly slide open, you find yourself looking into a fairly a large chamber. You can see there's sort of a raised, some steps raising up to a higher part of the room at the back, where another sort of long metal desk with blinking lights and strange glowing panels sits atop this sort of raised area. Nearby a circular table, you can actually see two couches that appear to be covered with a kind of a black material that kind of shines in the light. Sit to the south, as well as there are two kind of large black metal pillars nearby that seem to support the ceiling. Off to the north end, there's a set of doors, and you can see splatters of dried blood staining the floor and the walls here. While kind of here and there are sort of patches of this rust red mold and fungus that kind of cling to the southern wall. The room itself is again brightly lit by these illumination panels in the ceiling.
Huh. This is some weird shit right here, guys. This is like some magic all over the place. I'm not familiar with it, but
A picture.
Ben.
Or good image. Go ahead.
Ben, you wanna be the son I favor most, right?
He says, "Wait, you mean I'm not?"
Well, I mean, what have you done to show me thus far?
Well...
Exactly. So, why don't you, have a little mosey on down there and see what you can find for your old dad, yeah?
Down where?
Forwards.
He's like looking around the room. Yeah, let me do it. I'm gonna draw some stuff for you.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I have a great idea what it looks like, man. Also, I was going to remind you guys, seeing as we've only got a little bit left in this game, but we're only 2 followers away from another viewer decision where you get to fuck with us. So, if you guys haven't followed yet, hit that follow button, I can't spell, follow button, and join us. When we hit 20 followers, you guys get to decide anything which happens in our story. Maybe there's another child, who knows? Maybe there's more pregnancies. You guys can decide. Let's get following. Oh boy. Can you play as an Azer in 5e? There's probably homebrew for that race, but not in the base edition of 5e, the current state demon. Yeah, we've got Photos Guide and Monsters going out soon. I don't think it'll be in there, but you never know.
No, that's all like real traditional monsters.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe a PHB 2 will come out soon. Who knows?
All right. So you guys are here. Me.
Babies on babies. Attack of the
baby's
babies.
pregnant.
Oh god. Best to avoid that, I think. We've been stricken by a terrible disease, Doctor.
There's something in the air.
Something in the air tonight.
Everybody's just getting infected with baby.
That's how it works.
That's exactly how it works.
Twins like Jedward.
You just catch something every once in a while, you know. This thing, you're just going through life and all of a sudden you catch it and then 9 months later you're like, oh shit.
Shit!
Oh shit! What did you do to me?
It's particularly bad when you start drinking red wine and having romantic meals.
Yeah.
You're more likely to catch it.
All right. So you guys are here. You guys are again the green square. This is this right here. If my mouse would work, is the long desk right here. This is the table, the round table. These are the pillars.
It's like prom night.
That is the blood.
Okay. Why don't you have a look at that blood for me, mate?
He says, "Oh, okay," and he walks over to it and just kind of like leans over, just like cranes his, and he just kind of like touches it a little with his finger. Says, "I don't know. It's dry."
All right.
What do you want? What should I do?
I pity the day we find a minefield.
I await
Hey,
the
go check
day. Just like clearly signposted minefield, do not go in. And go on in. So, all right, let's have a look up here, shall we? I'm gonna go towards like this kind of raised area here.
Okay. Where that desk is?
Yes, indeed. You're gonna look see what's on the desk.
You got it. Okay, go ahead. At the desk itself, it looks, it's covered in kind of panels and blinking lights and buttons and stuff. They, like, a lot of the stuff here seems to be cracked and damaged.
Not much, lads. Not much. There's no obvious door out of here either, is there? So we've kind of come to a...
There is the door. It's the white thing with the blood in front
Oh,
of
the white thing in the butt. Sorry. I thought it was like a grate or something. What about this one over here?
it. That is a table.
No, I've already looked that one away. And this one here. Okay.
That's the desk, yeah. The
Okay.
desk itself, the lights are kind of blinking, and every so often you can kind of see strange, like, glitched flashes of, like, text or something on the screen, but it doesn't look like, it looks like they've been, you don't know how a computer works, but
Wait. The baby knows how to do this shit. Right? You said the baby was good at technology. Bring over Askren. So see if Askren can... Askren, can you do it? Put him in front of the computer, see what he does. Or put him in front of the fucking thing. I don't know what computer is.
Gets on Facebook.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna place the kid in front of the screen and see what it does.
The baby just kind of like waves its arms, looking up at you with like, kind of like reaching for your face, like.
He's trying to eat you.
Yeah. All right. Well, maybe he wants some blood, and I'm gonna put him down by the red spots here. See if it wants to like drink any blood or anything, eat any flesh, the usual stuff that you give to kids, you know.
So you're bringing the baby over to the blood. It doesn't seem to take any notice of it.
It doesn't want this. All right. I guess onwards into the through this door. Anyone want to go first?
Certainly. Why not?
All right. I'll stay back with the baby for now.
I'm hand askering over.
Sure.
My linen alien soaked diaper that I gave it,
Yeah.
which was wrapped around some odd tentacle arrangement. I will open the door. Not even try.
The door itself seems to be another one of these sliding doors with a thing on it, like a panel on the side of the wall with another card slot.
Can I borrow your card, Tenenbaum?
Yeah. Like I'm like dealing with the baby. Like take it. I'm like squeezing. You know, I've got like a hot milk bottle that I'm feeding the baby. Yeah. Take it. There we go.
Start swiping.
Actually, I'm giving it a cigarette as well. Just a cigarette, not a cigar, because that would be bad for it. But a cigarette is fine.
Give me 1 second. I gotta look up something here.
What? How cigarettes affect baby?
Yes, that is exactly.
Not well. I mean,
Not well.
alien babies. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. Maybe he thrives on that shit.
I mean, Tenenbaum certainly does. He's just like, there we go, and again.
So, like,
Keeps him
humans are
alive.
made up of 70% water. He's made up of like 50% smoke.
Yeah. And tar.
Okay.
It's not good.
So the the card with the black strip on it, as you put it in the slot, it kind of a green light appears and flashes, and there's a similar beeping sound as the doors begin to slide open. And as they do, you guys are looking down a corridor that goes like this. Let me draw this here. It's definitely gonna curve down this way.
What are we looking at?
Give me a second, I gotta fill
Oh,
this
I
in.
see.
Yeah, it appears to curve down this way. However, there are like steps that kind of raise it. However, it is also there's like blood just trailing down this corridor. The blood stains mar the floor of and the walls of this hallway, while there are kind of scorch marks and smears of ash on the walls. Evidence that some sort of powerful altercation has taken place here in the area relatively recently, apparently. You can see 4 tangled mounds of metal and other materials kind of lie further up the hallway, surrounded by strangely colored stains.
What kind of color stain are we talking about here? Strangely colored.
Don't need perception rolls at all. It's
Yeah.
just
The stains appear to be various chemicals that have mixed with the blood that is filling this hallway.
Okay. Trunk met Clinton enough.
These as you get closer to these kind of twisted piles of metal, you realize these are remains of robots similar to the one that you destroyed in Connor's house.
Yeah, you remember when we're back in his house and there was that crazy chick and that robot thing that went mental? This looks like one of them. Maybe there's more of them. Whatever came through it. I mean, if Connor came through it, then he got pretty fucked up, it looks like.
Well, we have the child, so Perhaps this could be used as a form of diplomacy.
Oh, you mean we'll kill the kid if you don't give him up, kind of thing?
No, I mean we are aligned with their species.
Oh, I see. We're friends.
Totally not what I gathered from that.
We're friends
Yes.
with them, right? Yeah. We
Yeah.
like their kind, right? Yeah. We accept them, right? Okay. No, I get it. That makes sense. In that case, baby first. And I'm gonna start walking down the corridor with the baby. There we go.
All right. As you kind of walk down this blood-stained corridor, I believe no, that's not that one. There, you come to the end, and there are two doors. There's one directly ahead of you, where the blood stains are kind of leading to, and then there is another one off to the right. There's a set of doors.
Yeah, decisions. Let's lead the baby up to the right-hand side. Serve doors.
All right. So these doors are here. These are the two sets of doors. So you wanna look at the ones to the right.
Yeah, one's on the right, first of all.
There's another access card slot that you can use your kind of black card to get into. And once you do, you find yourself looking at, like, the door will kind of slide open, and you find yourself looking at a sort of hallway, which is going to have, it is another sort of illuminated metallic hallway with a door here, a door here,
Oh boy.
and a smaller door here.
Keep going right, I say. Nearest door on the right, I'm gonna peek open.
Okay. As you use your access card to open this door, I don't know what that was.
Access granted. Yeah, I'm getting GLaDOS flashbacks from this fucking robot girl as well. Or guy before.
Welcome, Professor Tenenbaum.
All right. So you push your way through this door here, and you find yourself looking into a sprawling chamber that is containing many desks, tables, and chairs that are kind of arrayed before a number of broken pieces of equipment and machinery. There's sort of dried residue of liquids that are kind of spilled from smashed containers that make a heavy stench fill the air, as well as pieces of glass that litter the floor. And I need to look for I don't have the thing. Give me 1 second.
I will forgive you for now.
This time.
Yeah.
Description of this thing.
Better not let it happen again.
Yeah. Next time you
you-
might not be so lucky.
You kind of as the door opens this room, you kind of see, like, there's a pile of goo in the center, like right near one of the tables in the center of the room, and it's just kind of like, as like you're looking around, and you kind of look back, you hear like a wet slapping sound, and it appears like this puddle of goo has like rolled over and like wetly kind of slapped against the floor, and it continues to like move like that. It just kind of like lifts itself up and then it in like almost like a random motion. But as the doors kind of open, you notice this thing is like rolling over slowly in your direction.
Askren, is this one of yours? Is he a friend of yours?
The baby is tugging at your like vest,
All right.
like just chewing on it a little bit.
I'm gonna like pull myself
Take your
back
walk
and say, "No, boys, Haldrug, there's some fucking weird thing there. You might want to take a look at it. It's like a weird flopping slug thing. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Bad news. I'm gonna close the door as well, actually.
All right, yeah, you kind of
You
pull
might
your,
want to take a look at it.
you pull the access card out, and the doors close back together. Yeah.
No, not worth it in there. Actually, I think. Let's see if.
Just kidding.
Kidding. Maybe one of you guys go first, because Askren didn't seem to like that thing. I'm gonna hand the access card to Haldrug.
Yeah, I'll put the access card in the door, and as soon as it opens, I just want to charge in with my axe, going Baruch, blah blah blah.
All right, so as the
Strong.
as the doors grind open, yeah, you can make a surprise attack against this thing.
All right.
Surprise.
It is moving pretty slowly.
Just a fucking white slug.
Not really white. It's more. It looks like kind of like a pustule that's ready to burst.
Oh, that's good.
Maybe I don't want to hit it. Boom.
No, we're there already.
Oh, yep. All right. What's the? It's just my attack, right?
Just a normal attack, yeah.
All right. 12.
That will hit, yeah.
All right. Baruch, blah blah blah. As I smash on it.
All right. As you kind of bring your axe down in an arc, this thing is kind of like crawling forward on these like little these kind of bristles of slick hairs. And look, it's kind of like bubbling and kind of slapping wetly on the ground. As your axe comes down on it, it is you hit it, and this thing is going to burst in a 10-foot radius. Go ahead and roll me a reflex save to see if you can hit the or a dexterity save to see if you can hit the deck.
16.
All right, a 16 is enough to dodge out of the way.
It goes past me. It just goes them.
No, you're gonna take half.
Yeah.
You're gonna take 1 damage as the thing is going to pop when you hit it.
That is gross. And thank you to Jonathan Hollow for following. Welcome to the adventure, my friend. You're a gentleman and a scholar, just one follower away from a viewer decision, folks, where you get to decide anything which happens to us. Get following if you haven't already. Perfect time to.
A great time to, because we are coming up real close to the end of the session, and I don't know, you could possibly decide something that sets up next week's thing.
Oh yeah.
Pretty ridiculous.
Picked a wrong time to eat.
That will be in your hands. But you are what's called Haldrug. Your axe is like buried in the metal kind of floor, and you're literally like just standing there as this stuff is like now like dripping off of you.
I want to blind, just crazy run out of the room. No!
And there we have it. Thank you to Lolsius for following. Welcome to the event, my friend. You're a gentleman and a scholar, and that means a viewer decision. So, underneath this line in the chat, throw out some ideas as to what could happen next. Could be an encounter, it could be an item, it could be an NPC, it really could be anything that you guys decide upon. So, Askren, do you want to kind of set the scene for us to remind folks where we are?
Let's take a second to remind everyone exactly what is going on so that you can possibly come up with a fitting thing, or you could just throw it out the door and come up with your own thing. So the party has been going through what originally they thought to be a natural cavern, but it looks like they are now in some sort of spaceship or some sort of moon base. Who knows? The walls are metal. They are going through these sort of access card doors into various rooms. There is the blood of the people that they are tracking smeared on the walls and floors, and all kinds of malfunctioning robots and alien sort of organisms, strange technology going on around them behind every door. So who knows what might happen? But you guys, if you want to throw out something that fits the world in that way, there's all kinds of technology and alien stuff for you to play with. So go nuts, throw your ideas into chat. Absolutely. We'll vote on them, and we'll see what is going to happen. So Haldrug is running out of the room, and I just want to point out that is the second time in the game that I've successfully made someone comment about the fact that they were eating while we were describing things.
When Haldrug comes out, I'm like, how'd it go, buddy?
I'll straight up just run into the opposite wall across the hallway.
He just smacks him. Girl.
Fall over.
Not too good then. Okay, well, should have sent Ben in, shouldn't we? I'm gonna step into the room now it's clear and just like have a look around, basically.
You got it. What are you are you looking for anything in particular?
Not really. I mean, I don't even know what we're looking for. I'm looking for signs of Connor, basically.
Yeah, the blood wasn't leading in this direction. You actually went to the south. So I mean, your character probably wouldn't know this, but I'm describing this to you so you can picture it. You're kind of looking into what probably looks like a sort of a futuristic chemistry lab with all kinds of experiments and stuff, machines and stuff to do experiments, like things, tanks and chemical kind of vials and stuff. There's sort of a line of stasis chamber that appear to be sized for different types of animals and lab specimens that takes up most of the eastern wall, all of which are kind of are open, like the doors are open. The rest of the room is multiple workstations, cabinets, and lab equipment for kind of weird futuristic alien research. Most of all of it's kind of broken and scattered on the floor.
Okay, let's say in that case, I don't think we're gonna find anything around here, guys. Let's follow the blood trail, and that's where we can find Connor, I reckon. This is all weird shit going on here, really weird shit. So I want to go back up here to follow the blood out this right-hand door.
I want to roll over and kind of get my hands and feet underneath me so I can kind of prop myself up, leaning my gut back so I can actually balance myself and stand again. And rejoin the group.
No. Let's open this door.
So which one are you going to? The one with the blood?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Let me send this back. Okay. Cool. So as you put the access card in there, I believe that's number 4. Yes, that is 4. Okay, cool. So as you put the access card in to the door and it just open, I don't have room to draw it, and I'm not gonna do it now. But there is sort of you're looking at a long sort of table with various unusual stones and dirt samples that are kind of heaped on top of it. That sits along the southern wall of this extended room. While to the north, a line of metal desks with glowing panels and buttons are placed next to a large humming device, the heart of which seems to be some sort of flickering sphere of reddish-brown mud or dirt. Dust seems to be covering much of the room, save for a strangely clean swath that is leading from the door that you're entering to a door at the far end of the room. So definitely it looks like someone not only was tracked here, but because Tenenbaum, you've been kind of doing the tracking so far, it looks like someone may have been not just walked through this room, but someone or something may have been dragged through this room, which matches sort of the blood stains that were kind of smeared on the floor.
A hobbit lay here. I'm gonna be like, he came through here, he was dragged, which might not be a good sign, seeing as all the fucking blood and all that. So I say we pick up the pace a bit and keep working our way through, because he might be getting fucked up for all we know. So I'm gonna set fair pace following the blood marks where he was dragged along in here, because if he's about to be dead, then we want to catch him first, really.
All right, let's get some votes in on the straw poll while this happens, and then hopefully we can end this.
Let's do it. Connor out there. Try not to die. We're on our way.
I want to be walking with them, but trying to kick all the goop out of my legs and running down my pants and get it off me.
You are disgusting.
Just gonna hobble in along behind them, just gonna shake everything off.
You push your way through the door at the far end of the room, where the blood, where the kind of drag trail leads to. There is more faint blood smear on the other side, you're in a hallway, and it's kind of leading to a door that's in the center of the hallway, which I'm assuming you're gonna keep following and go to, and that is, I gotta check my numbers. That leads to 11. So as we go to this room that you were sort of standing outside the door, and let's get some votes in on that viewer decision, because let me check what is going on here.
I like a lot of these ideas.
I like how none of them are additional children that are given to the party.
It's true.
Perhaps for the best. Perhaps for the worst, who knows.
He's a
Thank you
good
to
man.
Darts for following. Welcome to the adventure, my friend. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Thank you for joining us, my man.
All right, so let's get those votes in real quick. We've only got a couple more minutes, and also I gotta
There we go.
make things happen. So get damn votes in. Do it.
Damn votes in.
So you guys are standing outside this door. There's another keypad where this seems to be the door where the blood smears are leading.
Put a card in.
All right.
I think I have it. Maybe Haldrug has it. One of us has it. We put it in.
Oh
Yeah.
that.
As the doors go open, you're looking into a chamber with metal desks that sit to the north and south of this very long room. Yet the most distinctive the features are a pair of odd, sort of bed-like tables that are flanked by curving, panels of blinking, pulsing lights. Moving armatures of metal kind of extend out over the beds, each outfitted with glowing panes of glass and strangely glowing tools. The chamber itself reeks of coppery blood smell, with great crimson stains splashed across the device, the beds, and the floor. And there's appear to be, you can see sort of more like these robots similar to the ones that you fought in Connor's house, but these ones are sort of different and they have different sort of attachments, not like construction or anything or repair attachments, but they seem to be covered in like syringes and blades and and clamps and all kinds of things. And they are moving around the back of the chamber. And as I go over to this thing, I'm gonna check. Looks like we got a tie here, so I will give you guys 2 more seconds.
All right, last votes, guys. Break the tie, and if not, then Askren gets to decide. So,
All right.
and I'm talking about the baby Askren.
I'm a little worried.
Quite frankly, none of these decisions look good for you, Haldrug.
No.
Either way we go, it's not going to be too good. We're either launched into the cosmos and land on a weird planet, or Haldrug gets fucked, basically. And it looks like we're launching into the cosmos and landing on a weird planet.
Okay. All right. So, as the
Great job, guys.
As the what's called these medical kind of drones turn towards you, their arms raised, like clearly looking for new subjects to operate on. All of you guys feel like you were just suddenly thrown off your feet as the whole base starts to lurch. And if we can get, like, we get some Star Trek style, some camera moving.
Oh, wow!
You're thrown around. Who knows what is going to happen? You hear a deep rumbling coming from somewhere underground, and you hear rock breaking and metal groaning as the base itself, as the camera is going to kind of pull out from you guys in, like, ready to fight in this room. The outside, if you were to look from like the town of Torch, you would see the entire Black Hill is starting to rumble as whatever generator, whatever engine is left powering this crashed ship begins to activate and raise up into the air. However, only the backs, like the bottom, the front section of the ship is so destroyed that it's just the back section that is lifting out of the ground, taking chunks of the hill with it and kind of levitating into the air. And as everyone is thrown off their feet, and the back part of the ship just rips out of the hill that is the town of Torch, kind of purple fire blaring out of the engines. I think that is where we're going to end it today, because who the fuck knows what is going to happen. But
That's true.
It's like ultimate DM derail.
I know, like, poor dude.
well, who at this point anything could happen, because the ship
Oh, yeah.
that you guys didn't even realize you were on is now taking off seemingly of its own will. Who knows what that will mean for the land of Numeria, the town of Torch.
No good things.
Surely devastated below. But that is it. Yeah, that's what we're gonna drop. We're gonna leave it for tonight.
I like it. And thank you to Night Kellen for following. Welcome to the event, my friend. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. What an episode. What did you guys think of the story today? What do you think of the viewer decisions, the children, the pregnancies, the births, and all more? Let us know what you think. Of course, it's not yet over because we're about to be over here with a Halloween special coming along. Woo, spookiness! And we'll be playing a D&D one-shot game with viewers called The Ghost Ship. And you guys in chat will be playing along with us as well, which we're pretty excited for. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So stick around for that game happening in just a few minutes' time here. Of course, if you did enjoy today's show of Iron Gods, hit that follow button and join us. Show some support to our wonderful cast, and we're going to go around and find out where they are from and where we can find them doing rest of their projects on the internet these days as well. Let's start with our wonderful DM, Askren. Where can we find you, Askren? And thoughts on the session as well, of course.
Hi guys, I had a lot of fun today, only because, so here's the thing is when I was writing this, I had planned a lot of side notes as to what happens if the players get overly interested in like all the little buttons and switches and dials that are undoubtedly covering the surface of the inside of a spaceship. And it's funny to me that all you guys do not care at all. Like you're just like, fuck it, nope, and so I'm like, okay, that's fine, that works for me. I like the alien baby thing was so weird. I rolled for that, and I just decided to include him in the alien that you were supposed to fight.
I like it.
Include him in the role, and it happened. So that was a lot of fun. And people in chat have been saying like, oh, we derailed your campaign. If you know me, I love rewriting my stuff and finding a new way to spin it. So I promise I will not disappoint you guys. Anyway, my name is Askren. I'm the host and dungeon master of a D&D Twitch channel called Exploding Dice, where we play live D&D every Sunday. And I have a talk show. It's called Fuzzy Dice. It's every Tuesday. And then I'm here 2 days a week playing D&D with Will. Go say hi and hit me up on Twitter, just at Askren, and we can be best friends forever.
I'll be honest, I didn't realize you were Exploding Dice. What's up, dude?
Hi.
I've talked to you on here before. All right, cool.
Alright, awesome. And we have Trainsy. What do you think of the session, my friend? And where can we find you on the internet?
I thought it's just funny that both the characters that are attached to us and that we're interacting with, like purely on that basis,
Yeah.
this, the party's so personality loaded that we're just kind of traveling with all of them. Like this bucket of personalities. But it was interesting, and I thought it was also funny to ask him. It's like, oh, well, there's a bunch of buttons and stuff. And I don't know if it's just like Will and I in general, but we're not very exploratory.
I mean, when it comes to D&D, in other ways, different aspects of our lives, me and Trainsy are very exploratory.
Oh, yeah. But like, it just dawned on me as a player that I'm not very, I used to be. So I'd like to come back to that. Anyways, I'm having a great time, and I'm liking how Bias is actually becoming more than the malformed blind zealot. He's actually contributing a little bit more of his personality as he gets more comfortable without isms about Yondola.
Indeed. So where can we find you these days?
I am a full-time streamer here on Twitch TV, 6 days a week, 9 hours a day. So every day but Tuesday, and we do something pretty different every day. So today is Thankful Thursday, and yeah. So stop by, say hello. I'll blow you.
Dear Lord.
Oh, Will, did you see this one yet?
What's this? Oh wow, baby.
It's so dongery. It's like a pepper grinder.
Like your butt plug.
Yeah, that's what.
Wait, is it a whistle or is it a...
That's impressive.
His face, he's so happy.
That is
I'm
impressive.
so happy.
Oh my god. Are you streaming tonight, dude? I gotta drop by and sub.
It's all right.
Are you streaming tonight? No, it's not okay. Are you streaming tonight?
Yes, I will.
Okay. Perfect. Good. Good.
I'll blow the donger for you.
Thank you, sir.
Alright.
Raph, where can we find you, my man?
What's up? I'm Rathian. I am also a full-time Twitch streamer, so I'm on here every day. Well, not on here every day, but on my channel, Rathian Gaming. You can find me over there. And yeah, I do the same thing every day, which is pretty much just make an idiot of myself. So you guys can come over, laugh at me, and make fun of me. It's always cool. I love the game session. Let me get into that. So this is my first time on for this game. Did an episode prior. And I was a little intimidated at first because I was like, man, I'm coming into this group. I've already like got their like, you know, connections and whatnot, and I just got to come in and be like, hey, I'm one of you now. But it worked out pretty well. I mean, I think I brought in a character that fit in with them, so I'm glad. And then going through the game, it was fun. I like your DM style. I like the way you do it. It was interesting. I feel like there was a lot there that we could have investigated, like you said, and we were just kind of like fucking hot train action, just fucking plowing through shit.
Yeah.
Always, that's why I come back for that hot train action.
Oh, yeah, that's why we're all here.
But no, good game. I'm excited for next week to see where it goes because I mean, I have no idea.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool, awesome. Well, we're gonna go on. Go ahead.
I just want to say what Rathian is saying is that these guys just ran a train on my game session.
And on that bombshell, we have to head off. I'll be on a 10-minute countdown until the next show. So farewell to these guys, but another show starting right here, so don't go anywhere. We'll see these guys soon. See you later, guys. Bye.
Bye.